Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Of course, this is global coming across to you from Toronto, Ontario. My name is Elena, and I just wanted to come on and share with you a moment with our lovely business partner, Angela Oyamendan from Switzerland. And she is a mom of three. I apologize, I did put two down on the description, but she is a mom of three. She is a stay-at-home mom right now because of her digital business. But prior to that, she worked as a chef. She's had many different careers in her life, but she is happily to share with us her journey as an entrepreneur. So I'll bring her on so she can tell you a little bit more about herself. Thank you all. Hello, Angela.
Hi, Elena. Thanks
How
for
are
having
you?
me. I'm doing good, thank you. And
Great.
you?
I'm fantastic, thank you. How's the weather in Switzerland?
Well, sunny, not so cold. Yeah, I think the winter is going away slowly but surely. Or yeah.
Does it get very cold there? I'm just thinking here in Canada, like in Toronto here, we're at, I think.
Yes, this winter was quite cold. It was very cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. So here in Toronto, it's 2 degrees, which isn't bad. I'll take that anytime during the winter. And I'm like you, where I am anticipating the spring. I can see that the nice warmer days, longer days as well. The beautiful sunsets is just showing the warmth coming through. So I'm looking forward to that. And also I'm looking forward to the planting and the beautiful flowers coming through as well. So yeah, so thank you for coming on. And yeah, so I wanted to just, I did tell our viewers that, you know, you're a mom of three, you were a chef before, you had many other careers before. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. So my name is Angela. I'm a mom of three, a wife, a digital business owner and mentor. And yeah, prior to that, I worked in the hospitality industry as a certified chef, one of the largest nursing home here in Switzerland. And I also do have backgrounds in business administration. So I worked also as an admin worker here and there until I became a full-time mom. Yeah, because it's not easy juggling from work and the kids and the daycare costs. So a lot of factors had to be considered. Hence, I was looking for a flexible way to earn around my family.
Right. So you mentioned digital business. What can you explain? Like, what is that online business? What is that?
Well, the digital business or the online business, this particular one that we are doing, is a departure from selling products or having a physical store. So it's quite a very interesting one. And it's also kind of like difficult to just explain it like that because it has different layers, but at the end of the day, it's actually a very flexible and easy to run automated business.
So when you say automated, what does that mean? Like, are you going into an office? Are you where do you station?
Everything is online, 100%. So, because of this, once you have your smartphone and you are connected to Wi-Fi, you can actually run your business wherever you are. So that's the beauty of it. And when I say automation, the automation does help us do most of the heavy work that comes with having a business online. So that is the beauty of it, that most of the heavy work is already taken care of. So the other remaining little part, we can just do that through our smartphone or our laptop once we have Wi-Fi connection. while at the beach, while traveling, while on the bed, anywhere we are. So it's quite interesting business to be part of.
Right in the comfort of wherever you are,
You are.
anywhere, right? Okay, that's beautiful. So how is okay, you mentioned the internet. How is the internet in Switzerland? Like I know certain areas of the country, of the world, you know, the internet isn't so, you know, it's pretty choppy, if you will. So you have to, you know, do you have challenges with that at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
No, we have a strong, our Wi-Fi is quite strong, you know, so because you do need a strong Wi-Fi to go live like this, right? So I have had good experience so far working with our Wi-Fi connection. I don't know about other areas, but so far I didn't experience any challenges with my internet connection. Not at all.
Oh, awesome. That's, you know, that's half the battle right there, right? So how did you find this business?
Oh well, that's interesting. The way I found this business was actually very interesting because I don't know. I saw an ad on YouTube. So the ad caught my attention because everything I heard was what I was looking for. So I decided to check it out, and I did sign up for the workshop, and I watched it, and it was so it was impressive. Like I was like, what? It does sounds like this is happening in a different world. What exactly is going on? So
Right.
I was curious. I was curious. I had my doubts. I had my fears. You know, I was skeptical, but something in me kept pushing me because it was exactly what I was looking for, right? So I experienced that a lot of different people from different backgrounds would always come on, share their stories, and the system also being introduced. Yeah, you don't have to sell, you don't have to bug people around you. It was very interesting to hear. So I couldn't. I just had to do it, right? I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and check this out for myself. So that was how I landed in the community, and I was blown away. I was blown away. So really, that was how my journey started. So, and it's been really, really amazing, and I've learned so much. I've learned new skills. I have, you know, seen that there is more to life than we know. You know, coming from as a working mom, you know, having this idea that you have to like have some certain degree, forward your education, get to a PhD level to start having some, you know, good revenue coming in.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of the way the system has programmed us to think. Oh, you go for your master's, you do your PhD, you do that, and then you get a good job, and then you do this and you do that. But finding this business, I realized that there are different ways to actually get to where you want to be in life. And even better with this business because working as a professional, there is still a cap to what you have worked, right? And someone else is still do control your life in a way because they tell you when to go on holidays, how long you can stay for, and all of that. So there is a way out. There is a better way out. I am not saying that education is bad. No, not at all. But if you do not have the educational background and you think that because of that now you are sort of limited to the kind of lifestyle you can have, with this business, you do have the chance to like also make it happen and, you know, have a certain comfortable lifestyle that you wouldn't be able to afford just being, you know, a normal employee.
Exactly. So you brought up a couple of points there. But before I address those, I just wanted to thank Tina. And she says, yes, this is a wonderful business platform and proud to be part of the personal growth and plenty. Thank you so much, Tina, for that. So you brought up point where, you know, as you're working for somebody else, you need to be scheduling your time for vacation. And, you know, and if you're in a big corporation, you know, like the odds of getting the dates that you want could be a little slim, right? The other thing was that there's always a cap on your earnings. You know, like this way you are earning what you're worth, basically. And running your own business, if you don't put, you know, your time in, you know, your time, and what I mean by that is, you know, you need to do your work. And as a business owner, you know, like you've got different hats going on. But what I find with this business is that it's so different than a brick and mortar, as, you know, my husband has one. But, you know, the only thing you need to concentrate is, you know, what you're going to be posting on your different social media platforms, you know, attracting other people, like-minded people like yourself, which is amazing. And that's what, you know, affiliate marketing is. And the fun, you know, the other thing is, you know, plan B is, you know, having you know, multiple source of income nowadays. That's a necessity. So having said that, just give us a quick rundown of what your particular, you know, typical day is as I call it as a mompreneur, because that's what we are. We have, you know, we have busy, you know, we juggle everything. Like you have 3 children, 3 small children, a household, and a business to run, and it's successful to that. So just give us a quick rundown of what your day is like on, you know, throughout the day.
Yeah, well, my days, okay, I have little kids, they have to go to school. So definitely, first of all, in the morning, we have to wake up, get ready for school, have breakfast, then I have to do the school run. And then maybe from there, I have some grocery shopping to do. So I head on straight to the shops, I pick what I want. When I come home, yeah, the house is kind of messy because, you know, we have to grab this and grab that, make sure the kids are out of the house on time. Then I have to make sure everywhere is on track, tidy up, dress the bed, do this, do that, clear the kitchen, make sure everything is fine. Then I grab my cup of coffee, settle down, and then maybe while I'm sipping my coffee and having breakfast, I can just put on my laptop and see what's in there. If I have some business inquiries to attend to, I can go ahead and do that. If I want to prepare something for my business page or whatever, I can also use that time to do it. Sometimes I mustn't really spend too much time doing these things. Sometimes, yeah, maybe 30 minutes. If I don't have too much to answer to, if I don't have too many inquiries. So usually what to post or how I want to engage people on my page for that day usually comes spontaneously. You don't really need to plan like the whole day sitting down and planning that. So after that, then the rest of the day continue. Maybe I have 1 or 2 appointments. Maybe while I'm out at my wherever I am, maybe having a walk outside. Maybe I still have some inquiries coming in. I can always attend to that depending on how I'm available. So yeah, and when the kids are away, that is when I plan my go lives. So anyone who has visited my page, I also interview or have a live conversation with other business partners. So I always plan this during the times when my kids are out, when they are in school, so that I will have a quiet environment to do what I'm doing. So yeah, so it's been really good for me. So planning around my children, right? So once they are home, I know, okay, they are home. So my attention is more there. So not on the business, because while they are away, I have all the time I need to do whatever that is needed, which is not always much because, like we said, the automation is already doing most of the work. Right. So what I do is just maybe to look into what's going on there, catch up with business partners, maybe have a business chart, see how we can help each other. So I personally, I don't really see it as working. I just see it as, something that I do out of fun. Like I'm passionate about it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really not a big deal.
So it sounds stressless, which is great because
Yes, priceless. Yeah.
right, you fit your business into your lifestyle.
Exactly.
And that's what I like about it. It's no more that grinding kind of, have to be at work, rushing, like,
Mm-hmm.
you're rushing to work, dealing with traffic,
Mm-hmm.
and the car and the insurance and all these other expenses. And of course, having 3 kids in daycare, that's pretty costly as well.
Obviously, yeah.
So think of all the money that you're saving there. So for those moms and dads that are thinking of, how can we save money? Well, this is it. This online business is what helps. Whether you're
Mm-hmm.
working full time
Mm-hmm.
or working part time, you can fit this into your schedule. And the best thing is that you can take it with you, because, like you said, you could be on the beach, you could be grocery shopping. And, I know it's happened to me where, I'm in the grocery store. As much as I don't really answer the phone, but, you need to, because I always think it's my parents that, aging parents that need
Yeah.
me or something. And it happens to be, one of the potential people that are interested in the business, or a business partner that has a little issue that we, and that's what's good about this business, is that we help each other. It is your business, but you're not alone, which is great. I know, like I mentioned before, having my own brick and mortar business, you are on your own. You have to worry about how to bring business in, how to get your clients in there, your advertising, the overhead that you're paying, the bills that you're paying.
Right.
And another thing I want to mention is that this business is legit in the sense where we do get a tax, T4. In Canada, it's called a T4. So we do pay taxes, and it's global. You pay taxes globally. Even in Switzerland, you pay taxes. You don't get away with the government. We have a piece of the pie for the government as well, too.
Exactly.
Right? The other thing I want to mention is that it's also a legacy that we can bring forward to our children. Building this business doesn't just stop there, right? Once we built it up, we can always send it off to our kids, and they can keep the legacy going.
Right.
So there's a lot to look into. And so you want to tell us, how do our viewers find out? How do they get this information, and how do they sign up, or what do they have to do?
Well, for anyone who is interested in the business, the steps are very simple. You can either reach out to either one of us, or you can just head straight to the website that you see on the screen, put in your name and your email address, and all the information that you required, and the steps to access our live webinar will be sent to you. And also the replay links will also be attached to your mails. You can always catch the replays. So that's where to start. Signing up for the webinar. And today is Thursday, and we do host our live webinars every Tuesday and Thursdays. So today would be a good day to catch up with one of our live workshops and see for yourself, get to know our system, get the basic information about this business, meet real people in real time who are doing tremendously well using the same proven system that myself and Elena here are plugged into. And then in that same workshop, you will also be guided on the next step to take to, feed your curiosity. Or after watching the workshop, maybe you still have one or two questions that you have and you need them to be clarified. You can reach out to whoever you registered on their website, ask those questions. It's also even possible to you can either contact us on the email, or we're here on Facebook. The messenger is there. You can reach out to us. So it's very simple. It's really simple, and there is no obligation with this registration or whatever. There is no obligation at all. So whatever you do is going to be based on what you decide. You decide. You are the boss. So No one is coming to tell you that, oh, now you have registered, you have to do this, otherwise we won't let you go. No.
That's right. And that's what's good about it, is that there's no obligation on your part. But the first thing to do is to take the first step, and the first step is to register. And by registering, you're going to be welcomed into the webinar, the live webinar, and you'll see also, not only will they explain the steps and tools that we offer, but also that there'll be people like ourselves that are with their live testimonies, and explain how exactly what their trials and tribulations were during this business as well. So and the other thing is, you had mentioned about our workshop. This is from professional people that have been doing this for, like, our business is like 5 years old. So, we're learning from the experts, and, the tools, the training tools that are given to you. So even if you're not tech savvy like me, you can do this because we do have the step-by-step videos and the training that we always revert to, and everybody is taught the same way. So, what have you got to lose? You've got everything to gain. The information is there for you tonight and it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? And what time would it be at your end?
It's 1 a.m. Friday morning. So
right.
I think if you were really determined, I don't see you could stay up and then sacrifice that hour, to check out something that could change your life. Or you just have some patience and then wait for the replay. Replay links are always there, available for you to watch at your own convenience. So it's a win-win.
Exactly. It's so easy. All you need to do is think about it. Do you want to be stuck in a traditional office or workplace, or do you want to be able to have fun while you're working, which is basically that, and meet people across the world, all over the world, which, like here we are. I'm from Toronto and you're from Switzerland. So it's an amazing thing. And, going social media, that's what it is now. Like our world has changed so much, and it's not going to go away. It's going to get better. So with that, thank you so much, Angela. You're a world of information, and I wish you well with your 3 kids. I know that they can be a handful sometimes, but they're great memories, and it's beautiful that you are spending that time, because me as a grandma, I can tell you that time really flies when your kids are, when your kids are no longer with you and your grandkids are, growing. It's a different, level in life, but at the same time, cherish every moment you can when you are with your kids, because at the end of the day, that's what's important, right? Exactly. Yes, we need to eat, we need to live, but why work harder? Let's work smarter, right? Yeah. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you for everybody that has joined us on here. And Joanne Vannon, thank you so much. Hello. She says hello to us. And hello. Joanne is from Toronto as well. And it's so amazing how our community just helps and supports each other. And that's what made me, my decision as well, is that, as I'm not tech savvy, there is a support team that helps us 24/7. So, I can reach out to Angela. It might be 1 o'clock in the morning there. She might not appreciate that, but or vice versa. She may, she may want to ask me a question, and, if I'm available, definitely we answer. And that's what it's all about. You're working for yourself, but you're not by yourself, right? Thank you so much, Angela. And I bid you a great day. And I know you're going to be picking up your kids soon.
Yeah, soon.
All right. Thank you all. And we'll see you all tonight. All right. And just go to either one of our websites, register, get your seat for tonight's webinar, and, take the first step. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.